Bet the Juice Podcast, Cody Mitchell here with the Southern Conference, the SoCon Conference Tournament Preview. Another one of the better leagues here in the mid-major world, and a lot of regionality in this conference too, which is why it is so special and so awesome. Takes place Asheville, North Carolina. So they kind of do it a little differently than, conferences like the Big South, who the teams that are even in, they don't even have a team in Tennessee, and that's what they're doing in Johnson City, Tennessee. Makes zero sense. I don't understand it, but at least, there is some regionality here in the Southern Conference, and it is one of the best tournaments, and it is always wide. It's not, I wouldn't say usually wide open. There's normally not like a 9 seed coming in there and winning it, but like the 5 seed, all the way to the 5 seed always has a shot here. And it's a conference that's full of really good coaches too, so it's always a good time. So Wofford won this thing a year ago. I think they were a 3 seed last season. It's been a minute since the 2 seed won. There hasn't been a consecutive champion in 6 years, which is kind of noteworthy. Since it's not eliminate Wofford, or it's time for somebody to actually step up and do it. As far as the odds go, East Tennessee State is plus 185, Furman plus 425, Mercer plus 475, Sanford plus 500, Wofford plus 800, Western Carolina 10-1, UNC Greensboro 35-1, Chattanooga 40-1, the Citadel is 500-1, and VMI 900-1 to win the SoCon and make it to the dance. Bracket, pretty simple. 2 playing games, and then you get into the quarterfinals. So I like that. Nice and simple. I do like that. The only thing, again, that I would change, 10-team league. If you have a 10-team league, easy enough, easy system to do is this bracket here. You have the 2 play-ins to the quarterfinals. I like home court. I like home court until the title game. Title game should be neutral, but up until that, let's do home court, man. That's better than the system the Sun Belt does. It's better than the reseeding shit. Home court. I like it. It's what the Patriot did. The Patriot League does. And the games tonight were fucking fire if you were watching that one. The Boston American game was awesome. The Navy Bucknell game, Bucknell gave them everything they could handle. That 17.5 was free. It's just the easiest system. But we're going to start off pretty simple here. First round here, we have Chattanooga and the Citadel. For me, this one is pretty simple. I have Chattanooga advancing to the finals, to the second round. To the quarterfinals. Sorry, I am all over the place. Citadel, the only time I really like to back them or bet on them, or basically anything I want to do with my money when it comes to the Citadel, is when they're playing on a Saturday and it's at home, and the troops and the fans, it's mostly just the guys that attend the military school, are there because the place is normally popping, and they do play a little bit better, but they're still just, they're not there. So, sad days for the Citadel. Chattanooga is advancing. And the other one, I'm going to also have the other academy school go down. I have UNC Greensboro advancing to the second round. I have some mixed feelings. Some real mixed feelings with this Greensboro team. I don't really know what to expect from them because it's been just all over the place. I think Coach Jones is a really good coach, but they started off the year in the league so terribly and then hit a really hot streak, and then they kind of ended the season terribly when they had to jump up and play some of the better competition. They did sweep VMI, which obviously I do like for this spot here, but culture does matter, and I have Greensboro advancing to the second round. Awesome in-state battle in the quarterfinals. East Tennessee State, Chattanooga, and a little chalky, but I do have the Bucks advancing to the second round. They've been the best team this entire year. They have been kind of I think the class of the league is a little crazy just because the league kind of has jumped all over the place. And again, there's been 6 different champions. They did struggle down the stretch. They lost 3 of their last 5, but I still like East Tennessee State in that matchup there. In the next game, in the 4-5, Mercer and Western Carolina, I'm actually going to have the Catamounts advancing over Mercer, who is a team that's typically right around this spot, playing in the semis, playing in the quarterfinals, because they've always been a really good team in the Southern. But no, I just like the way that Western Carolina has played down the stretch. They've won 6 straight games to end the season, played their best ball, getting hot at the right time. Now, 4 of them were against the bottom 4, but 2 of them at the end of the year, they already beat Mercer at home, and then these 2 teams did split. They each won their home game. But then they got a big one over Furman. So I like the way that this team is playing. So I have the Catamounts advancing to the semifinals. In the 2-7 matchup here, I have UNC Greensboro pulling the upset over Wofford. Part of it is Wofford, it's definitely stumbled down the stretch. They were 7-2 in the league. They finished the league 11-7. So, in their wins, 2 of them were against VMI. So, yeah, Wofford definitely was struggling down the stretch. These 2 teams did split in the regular season, but I don't know, man. I think Mike Jones is a really good coach. As a guy that's been through some of these wars before and, kind of picked it up and kept it going from when Wes Miller was there. They didn't really miss a beat. And I don't like the way Wofford's been playing down the stretch, and I think Greensboro is a great opportunity to jump up here and get a win. Now, in the 3-6 matchup, I have Furman. I have the Paladins. Bob Ritchie. I think it's all you need to know. Bob Ritchie is probably, in my opinion, the best coach in this league, and I'm still not a believer in this Sanford team post Bucky McMillan. So we have the Paladins advancing in the semis. In the semifinal, game 1, East Tennessee and Western Carolina. Still looking pretty chalky here. I'm going to have East Tennessee State advancing on to the finals. The first place team deserves to have a shot to win the title game. I know Western Carolina has been hot down the stretch here, but East Tennessee State is the best defensive team in this conference. And despite the last 2 games in the regular season, I still think they might be the most talented team in this league. So I'm going to have them playing for the title game. Now, Greensboro, we have the 6-7, Greensboro and Furman. I have Bob Ritchie and the Paladins in the finals, playing some of the best ball down the stretch here. And culture matters. Being through those wars, knowing how to coach in the tournament setting also obviously matters. And also Furman is a really, really good defensive team. The offensive struggles have been there, but I like them to go to the title game to take on East Tennessee State. And for me, the winner of the SoCon title game and who is going to punch their ticket to the big dance, I'm going with the Furman Paladins. Bob Ritchie, baby. That's my pick to win this conference. The coach has been there, done that. I like him to go to the title game, or to go to the title game, win the title game, and get to the NCAA tournament. Now, as far as my best bets, I do think East Tennessee State and Furman do meet in the final, so I would like to take a piece of that action on both sides. Plus 185 for the Bucks, plus 425 for the winners, in my opinion, the Furman Paladins. Now, my long shots. I don't hate Chattanooga at 40-1 because of the path. It's going to be really hard to beat East Tennessee State, in my opinion. But this is it's a team that you've played plenty of times. It's kind of a rivalry game. It is a rivalry game. Sorry, it's an in-state battle. Like, anything can happen in the SoCon tournament. So, and the other side, obviously, UNCG. Culture, familiarity with this spot here. I like the path, especially if I'm getting them into the semis in my bracket, and they're taking on the 6 seed Furman. As much as I do like Furman to win this thing, I think Greensboro is worth a sprinkle as well at 35-1, and there's a reason it's 35-1. It's not supposed to hit. We're hoping it hits. We can see the path. If it doesn't, and at least they get a little bit farther than they should, you can always find a hedge spot there. So make sure to shop around for these lines, though. These are all via DraftKings, so you can probably find a better line out there. right. That's going to wrap up the SoCon. Got one more to do tonight, and that is the Colonial Athletic Conference. So, till then, I'll see you guys. I'm out here.